Hey, I'm Cole,
I'm Kenyon.
I'm Kwame.
and I review bad self-help.
And we put it into our daily lives so you don't have to.
So, you guys are, you're pretty new to Chicago,
Yeah.
right?
About a year.
Yeah.
Same amount
little
of
bit over
time.
a year.
Yep.
And you've kind of just been focused on comedy the whole time, so you probably haven't gotten extended too many friendships outside of comedy.
No.
No. Yeah. Well,
People I know, people I hang out with.
You know, a drug dealer is not people you know. You can't be like, there's some people I know and hang out with. You know, someone who pulls up in a van
That is
and
pretty
hands
sad
you
to
a bag.
call your drug dealer your friend, and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't even know your name.
Yeah. Your phone number. You hand him some cash. You say something about, what about that new documentary? And then he drives away. It's not a friendship.
You made a lot of friends here
Yeah, but they're
outside of comedy.
No.
yeah. So I've noticed you guys, lack of non-comedian friends. And I thought, like this week we should try rentafriend.com.
No,
Yeah.
Christ. Which
Rent a
is the
friend.
worst part is I've kind of weirdly wanted that forever.
I remember when you
The
brought,
worst part is I've actually kind of, if you told me this when I was 10 years old, I'd be like, this is the best idea that anyone's ever had.
if I was rich at like 13, I wouldn't be like a fun like rent a friend would be my life.
That would just be 100%. I'd pay for a pool party and have I would not even prostitutes. I just want wads of people to go to like
It would literally be like every every time you get a bonus for every time I walk into the room you guys like cheer and shit. It's just a massive party.
just a bouncy house with everyone going, "You're so cool, Kwame."
Yeah.
Wait, so this is an actual, because I'm kind of well versed.
I remember when you messaged me about it.
Yeah, it's
I
an
looked it
actual
up.
thing. They claim they have over 500,000
We go into
users.
the specifics and how I'm no stranger to paying for human connection, but
Yeah.
I am. If we go into like
I'm
how
not trying to
fucking
fuck her
works.
rent a friend, by the way. Right, he's not a prostitute.
How many times is that? That has to happen a lot.
It has
So
to,
it's a friend?
Where like you're
It has
paying
to
some dude to
happen a
come to a
lot.
bar.
Yeah,
and
a
they're
lot.
like,
It has happened almost every time.
To be fair, isn't it kind of weirder to rent someone and not have sex? Like it's
Well, I
kind
think
of weird.
It's kind of rude if you're an attractive woman, I rent a friend you, and then I don't try to fuck you that night. I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I guess.
well, when you choose a friend, you can put, I am a gay straight bi looking for a gay straight bi.
Yeah, why does that matter in
which,
friendship?
which sounds,
it kind of matters sometimes.
does it?
No, it doesn't. Not really.
If you're like, if I want like a guy, I don't know,
Well, you don't think there's any gay guys that can drink beers and watch
and
football
hang
games
out.
with
No,
you?
no, but I don't know. Maybe it's something so like if I'm a gay guy, and there's a reason that there's like a gay community, right? Because there's. What am I trying to say?
Listen, it looks exactly like they're shopping for people. Online. It looks like. Don't you try to get into some
People
weird
like hanging out
esoteric.
with the people who are like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to.
Separate but equal, Kwame over here is
Separate but
promoting Jim Crow.
That's not
I'm just saying the con should stay with their own con.
That's
That's
what I'm
all-
saying. What I'm saying is there's
exactly what you're saying.
advocate for
So,
the Africans, Asians for the Asians.
rentafriend.com is a website that allows you to rent local friends from all over the world. Local-
Well, that doesn't even make sense. Local
Locally
French.
sourced friends.
You can rent a local friend to hang out with, go to a movie or restaurant, or someone to go with you to a party or event.
This literally sounds like an FBI sting for like a Thai prostitute.
Yeah.
You can rent a local friend.
It's like when the FBI's.
Rent a local
It's like
friend.
when the FBI's reading the files that it's like this doesn't. You didn't even try to hide it. You mean rent a local friend to come over to your house?
Go to the movies, have dinner, or more.
Yeah. I feel like they were gonna be on trial, and they're like, and so you were part of the Rent a Friend organization. What exactly did you do? And you're like, friends, we were fucking them. We were just fucking them. We were fucking them left and right.
No, you can't do
Can you-
that.
What
It
do you mean?
says rent a friend.
Let's just
is-
say it explicitly.
Yeah, so
I like how
strictly.
it has to say it explicitly. How often does it have
A
to be
real
like,
friend tries to like extend into my personal. You can't. What do you mean? I can't have sex with the friends? Like you saying if I. So I'm assuming you have to like make a profile to rent friends, right?
Yeah,
And then if I have sex with the friend, then they like delete my profile or some shit.
probably.
How would they even know that?
It says services on rentafriend.com are strictly for friendship purposes only.
That's I'm assuming that's for the police.
Yeah. That's just for the FBI data, and I feel like it's just like you have to say that until
You
it's
have
like,
to say
right, because it's the same
for friend purposes.
It's the same way when you go to a head shop and they're like, this is my tobacco pipe to go with a carb and 6 percolators to really enjoy that nicotine taste. You know?
Yeah, it's for platonic, non-sexual, non-physical friendship only.
It's such like legal term.
I feel like this is the terms that every girl has to say when they hang out with me or you. Is they're like, this is a platonic, non-sexual, non-physical lunch that we are grabbing. I want you to know we are eating tacos, and that is it. Imagine me as a man for the rest of this conversation.
Non-physical friendship, you been in any?
Huh?
Non-physical friendships?
I would say most of my friendships are non-physical.
Pretty much all.
I would say almost.
I do not tend to fuck my friends.
Yeah. I'm not really hanging out afterwards. I'm like, never
like-
a couple beers and you
like
go.
a hug?
Yeah, I do some hugging. Yeah.
That's not. Wait, are they saying we can't hug people?
No, that's non-physical.
So you're not allowed to hug.
You're allowed. I'm allowed to hug my friend, especially if I'm paying $60 an hour. I'm
Not
hugging
a-
the fuck out of my
I'm gonna
friend.
get a
Not on
goddamn hug.
rentafriend.com.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm getting a hug.
Not on rentafriend.com.
Oh, we're getting a hug. We're getting a hug up front.
You want?
Certain point is like,
Also, there's
You wanna
paid cuddling websites. So if you could pay to cuddle someone,
Yeah, this
Oh,
is not
you
that.
could pay to.
This is not that.
You think that's sad? Paid cuddling?
I think it's sadly great.
Yeah. He also, the the owner of the site says, Rent a Friend charges your credit card discreetly, which.
Okay, which definitely doesn't go along with the whole this is not a child ring argument.
Discreetly.
If this is such a cool platonic thing, then why do we have to hide the credit? To be fair, what would be worse if you were like looking at your husband's statements, like what's Rent a Friend, and you're like, oh, I don't. Jeff was in Barbados this weekend. I wanted to watch the game, and the neighborhood's changing. There's not a lot of people, so I want to Rent a Friend. And
Can you fucking imagine? Yeah, you show up to dinner and everybody's like, "Hey, so what happened to that guy Philip?" And you're like, "I got fired. Is what happened. I don't have the fucking income to support our friendship."
I just hired other guys that wear sports caps.
And what are we? That's not a friend. That's not the whole basis is fucked. You are only hanging out with me because I paid you $60.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to bring that up immediately. We're like, do you really like that story? You just like it because they paid you $60?
Yeah, exactly. I can't imagine my rent friend's gonna show up and then kind of be an asshole.
Yeah.
It says, it's actually kind of cheap. I was surprised. It says most of the friends on rentafriend.com start at just $10.
Wait.
So just whoring themselves out for dinner.
Wait, so is this hourly?
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Would you just whore out your time for 10
Wait, could we do this as like I would totally be someone's friend for 10.
One of you should set up a friend
Well,
profile.
I went on the
one of you should-
website. I don't think we'd get hired. I went on the website and it was just like it's like free to like make a profile and shit like that. But you basically like, it's all just like a bunch of people, women. It's like you're not gonna get. No one's gonna go on there and be like,
be like,
Kenyon.
Yeah. They know that they could be our friend.
Yeah.
Like in real life, they could just talk to us and we would talk. Like,
Yeah, no one's going on like, well, I think I'll rent.
I think I'll rent a needy 20-year-old man.
Yeah, for a couple days.
That really seems like what I need over here.
Yeah,
That
so,
is. I do want to get it and just be just kind of it.
so it is.
You just get him and just be an. I'm paying you. You got to hang out. So when you
So
show
you want to
up,
buy like a slave.
no, but I'm saying like you could just be such a dick with it because like I already paid you $40, so you show up and you're like, yeah, so Kavanaugh didn't do it, right? And they're like, yeah, man, I guess I'm your rent friend for the day.
I would love that as a job though. Just be
What if-
paid to go to hang.
It sounds like a fun. Like
That'd be kinda
it sounds like.
beautiful.
That's why.
That's like the best form of prostitute I think that there is.
Does it sound fun? Because it's not.
Just hang out with motherfuckers for
You're
money?
hanging out with people that use rentafriend.com.
Yeah, but like, listen, I've been around Rent-A-Friend types a lot of my life, and I'm hanging out with those people anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I've hung out with people for much less than $10.
yeah. I've only got people for like a beer. I think I've based entire friendships around them, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
People from a hit of a blunt.
Yeah.
I think I could do $10 an hour.
start at $10 an hour, but almost all of them are willing to negotiate or even waive their fees depending on the activity you are planning with them.
This is just weird. This is just getting in. This just feels. This is just whenever you start using
negotiate.
activities is such a strange.
What a dangerous like. If you're a guy, I can see it, but as a woman, it's like, why would you? That's a dangerous fucking game.
I feel like
to
this
play.
is. You don't even have a pimp.
You do not give a shit about your life.
There's
You're
not even a
fucking-
man with a gun outside the door waiting for like see if this perv does anything.
You're gonna assume that Kyle from Winterfriend is not gonna cut you up into pieces.
Yeah, there's I don't know, they give you a lot of activities you can do with your friend on the site.
Like you get the activities to them. It's like suggestions.
Just suggestions. Like some of them are like you can hire someone to be your wingman or wingwoman if you want to go out in the night. They even
That's
said
actually pretty good. I think
It's
hire a woman to like go out. To
But
bars
how
with you.
pathetic would it be? So who's that guy? And you're like, he's just Jeff. He's around. You won't really see. You know what I mean?
I'm saying
I think
a hire is like a hire a woman to go out to bars with you. It's
But
pretty good.
would it? Okay, but let's say you do get into a relationship. Who do you explain who that person is?
She was my
She was a
friend.
person I paid.
We had a falling out. We had a falling out.
Huh?
We had a fall. I mean, that's essentially every single time that you stop paying rent a friend, you have to tell the story of like, yeah, we had a falling out.
And just look off in the distance.
Yeah, we hate. Yeah, sorry, we hate each other.
So at what point does this house of cards fall? When does the lie?
Also, yeah, when people start asking questions like, oh, so how do you guys like just basic questions when you show up to like
Yeah.
a wedding and someone's like, oh, so how do you guys know each other? And you're like,
Yeah.
Professor.
Look at the history and like rent a friend. It's all gonna fall right into place.
Yeah. They even on this activity, they even have a suggestion that you can also hire female friends who can help you meet their female friends, which sounds kind of.
What is so? I'm paying you to.
But
introduce me
who would say that to their female friends?
to-
Like,
isn't that prostitute? That's pimping, right? That's pimping.
Yeah,
That is a pimp. Is what you.
but also, how sad would it be? Like, hey, this guy who pays me $10 an hour to hang out with him, real catch. Let me. You should be.
You
You should.
piece of shit. If you're my friend and then you're whoring me out because some guy wants a woman to hang out
some
with.
weird like pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Like,
It's open.
Jesus. Man, it is amazing what lonely people have done on the internet. Like you look at
I was
what
talking
we've
about this
done.
with a friend. Internet is for most. I think the internet is strictly. Check on Wikipedia. The internet is evil.
Yeah,
it's an evil fucking thing.
Yeah, it's like you can
does not
find out
help
information about one thing and the rest of it's just evil.
It's
just
fucking
utter
rent a
evil.
friend.
Just porn and it's like Nazi subreddits. It's the whole fucking thing.
yeah, so you can hire someone for a family function if you want.
A funeral.
To be fair, I feel like a
Yeah,
family function would be the most appropriate. Like you hire just like white dudes at polos to show up and be like, "Yeah, we work at the office together." I haven't had a job in weeks. You know what I mean? Like it's like I've all fallen apart at shape one day. Hire rent a friend.
Can you? Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because they said non-physical, so you can't. I mean, I guess it depends with the friend you negotiate. You can.
Yeah,
hire
you
them to be
can-
like,
you
Oh,
can-
this is my girlfriend. Which is such a sad to hire them to be like, yeah, this is my. Let me introduce you to my wife, Karen.
How, like, imagine your family finding out about that. I feel like, how do you live that down? We're like, no. I paid a woman to pretend to be my girlfriend at like a barbecue because I didn't have the balls to look you in the eyes and be like, yeah, no one, I'm not with anybody right now.
You got to kill yourself. Yeah, you'd have to.
You'd have to
for like the sake of honor.
You'd have to pull out like
commit
the
suicide.
samurai sword Japanese style and murder yourself on your mom's house.
Yeah,
That's what I want to say. I'm waiting for like the HBO investigation into how many deaths Rent a Friend has caused.
comedy club is a suggestion. Yeah,
It's dark in there. No one even needs to see that you're alone.
he says
It's like you don't even talk to people.
He says you can
Ooh,
hire.
how shitty is that as a stand-up to hire people to like come to your shows?
No, yeah, he says you can hire people to fill out a comedy club.
That's also the first. I want you to know because we will be doing a live. Hey, Chicago fans, at one point, it's in the works. We're gonna do a live show somewhere, and we will have 100 Rent-A-Friends in the audience as a starting out of the gate. Cole is throwing down some capital. We're having 100 Rent-A-Friends right out the gate, dude. To fucking make sure this
I was
goes down.
confused. Or should I be like, did you hear see you and help us at the Chicago theater?
Yeah. Like, what the? How the fuck? I heard they just had like a YouTube channel. I didn't really know
Yeah,
things were
I
going
just-
that well.
We can do like a scam where because they say you can negotiate depending on the event. We're like, hey, we can't pay you, but we have tickets to this live podcast.
Oh, what would it
That's
scam?
fucking incredible. That's fucking incredible. We have tickets to a live show.
Yeah, like and just really pretend that it's like they're about to be huge. They're huge in Canada. They're actually, do you know, bigger than getting dug with high in Canada, which they are. But you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so free audience basically. If
Yeah,
we
yeah.
negotiate, I don't know. There's so many
I
friends.
feel like they'd be a little resentful in that anyone who's in a point in their life where they're charging $10 an hour, it's not going to be like in a mood to be like, let's just let loose and listen to a comedy. Not even just a comedy show. Three dudes talking about like, oh, you think you're a loser? Let me tell you, I ran myself up.
It's also the episode on Rent a Friend.
Yeah, we would just mock who they are completely.
It's the most hostile crowd in the world. So yeah, you can also rent a friend for travel.
You're
which
gonna
is
take
an
a trip, like, you're
extended.
gonna go to like China with me for like a week.
Yeah.
Winter friend.
That's let's leave the U.S. extradition law so I can kill you
Yeah,
at sea. And kill you in international waters.
Yeah, also,
I really
the
this
risk
is-
you take when my Ritter friend like fucks up and accidentally brings a Bible to Saudi Arabia, and now we're both getting the shit tortured out of us.
I've actually never been more excited to do a thing than right now. I've actually never been more excited. Where are we going? What are we doing? We doing go-karts? We going to a bar? We getting ice cream?
we gotta like. Oh, well, are we getting one winter friend? It's only $10 an hour.
We gotta get it. We gotta
We
get
should
it.
have one on the podcast.
We should do a run in front of the podcast.
You want to bring a winter friend on the pod
We should bring a run in front of the pod.
for the follow-up episode?
Damn right, we get a run in front of the pod.
We could, yeah, because we could do this, plan it out, get our Reddit friend, and then follow-up episode. Bring that Reddit friend.
yeah. We get the rent. We get it.
How many do you? Are we getting one Reddit friend? Or we
I say we get an
I say at
entourage.
least two.
Let's splurge. Let's just get 10 of
I'm like talking about them like the like they're birds or some shit. These little pets. I want like 4 Reddit friends. I want to bring my Reddit friend.
No, dude.
Dress my Reddit friend up in a
No.
little hat.
I do think it would be hilarious. We show up somewhere where like a lot of people we know are with like an entourage with like 10 people. With like 10 people, and they're like, "Who are they?" And we're like, "Oh, just some friends." And we all hang out in a corner and just pretend
That's
like
fucking
you know
amazing.
all these fucking.
That's just start a fucking party.
How
Yeah.
hilarious! You show up to a bar where your friends are at, and they're, who are that? I'm like, other people at payday.
They also sometimes they just kind of dispense with like the premise that they're a friend, and like one of the things they
What do you mean?
advertise. Well, like one thing that website advertises friends, and it says has a driver's license. So like you can hire someone just
Pretty
to
good. Straight to having a
chauffeur
friend.
you around. So-
Hey, I've needed that a lot in my life. I tell you, there are some friendships that have existed for years solely because
because of a
they-
car.
they get a ride.
Because of a Honda
that
Civic.
car was it. I was like, he's an asshole, but I need a ride to.
You're not my friend. That Honda Civic's my guy.
Yeah. He's my
Yeah.
best bud right there.
Like they just say many people on rentafriend.com are available for driving, which is that's
So
not
just
the
an Uber.
Yeah,
You're just
that's
getting
not
an
the-
Uber at that point. You're getting an Uber with like some like pressure attached to the conversation.
Yeah. You can also rent a friend.
There's people like good actors too. Yeah, because you can't.
What do you think?
If they were good actors, they'd be doing that. If they were good actors, they would be doing something so.
Yeah,
They're not putting that on their IMDb.
To be fair, I think if they were good at anything, they wouldn't be selling themselves for $10 an hour to pretend to like the likes of you.
Yeah. It says you can rent a friend for advice. They say it's always great to have a friend.
For advice.
Yeah, why would I take advice again from someone who's selling themselves for 10? You know what I did was I joined Rent a Friend. It's all just like a pyramid scheme. They're like, well, you know what you should do?
Just
Like,
join
you want
Rent
to
a
sign
Friend.
up for Rent a Friend.
The writing on this site is really bad.
I gotta
Like
rent
this is
friends
what
to
it,
make myself appear like I have friends so I can get hired on Rent a Friend. That's the whole point.
this is like what they say. It's always great to have a friend who can give you real advice. Rentafriend.com is a great place to meet someone who will listen to you and offer you authentic advice that is not sugar-coated. When you need advice, the best advice is real advice.
From a person you're paying to have a fake relationship.
A 19-year-old with too much fucking time.
Yeah. The best advice from someone who literally is under a financial obligation to tell you what you want to hear. That would definitely be the
So what
best.
it
It's the whole. It's not real. You are not hanging out with me. You
Yeah.
At what time is your Rent a Friend gonna be like, no, that's a shitty opinion? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, when are they ever gonna do that?
Yeah.
How many people use it? Do they have stats on like how many people are actually like hooking up and getting together on Rent a Friend?
Yeah. Is there any?
I think there's like 500,000 friends.
Are you fucking serious? I just
That's some
wouldn't.
dystopian Black
yeah.
Mirror shit.
This
It's
is
fucking-
sad. The amount of people in our society that like can't just go to a bar and meet people is ridiculous.
There's it also says you can find good-looking people to take photos with you for your social media and Instagram account.
That's the final layer of evil. That's as bad as it. That's
dystopia.
just know when you're.
It's a dystopia.
You're right
That
at-
is Hunger Games level.
That is-
dystopian.
That is a
bullshit.
sentence I think that is just encapsulates everything that's wrong with a century in one fail swoop. Is if you're in such a place where you're like you paid $10 to have people dress up, go to a place so that people think your life is better on Instagram. At that point, just shoot yourself in the fucking head and die with some goddamn dignity. Let your family live on with some honor.
He says, looking to make your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend jealous?
Rent a Friend. You're a if
Hey, are you looking to
are a
fulfill your base and
psychopath.
unempty instincts? Get Rent a Friend.
Yeah. So would you do that?
Yeah.
What? Hire someone to.
Dude, if you told this to me when I was 12, you would have changed my life. I would have
No,
been.
no. I'm talking. Would you hire someone to pretend to be like so you could like shit on your ex?
Now, I would love to say no. I would want to be the type of person who says no, but I totally would.
At what point would you hire a friend?
If no one was getting back to me and I wanted to go to a bar, maybe we just sit there at happy hour, kind of like talk about stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
it's good to have a
scrolling down your phone. It's like friend number 1, 2, 3. They all haven't responded, and you can scroll down one more. It's rent a friend.
Yeah. Looks like we're breaking out the nuclear option.
It is nice to have someone who is forced to listen to you. Like,
Yeah, no, yeah.
Show up, you're like, look, I'm gonna stop right here.
Can you do
I'm gonna
that?
talk. You're gonna listen.
Can you just go to some old bar and like make the bartender listen to you? Like,
It is true.
That's essentially what bartender is. Kind of a weird.
Yeah,
version.
Yeah.
you're fucking for you right in front of you, and you make me drink.
Yeah.
on a blog post, they say you can also rent a mom or rent a dad.
Ooh, boy. You might.
Wait, for what? Who are you trying to trick? At what situation would you have to have a fake mom or a fake
Cole, I think I might want me a dad. I think I want me a
dad?
dad.
In what situation would you have to have a fake mom or fake dad?
Also, if you
Like what?
I
Like
can
what
think of-
situation?
you can't go to rentafriend.com and be like, I'm a 30-year-old man looking for a dad, and say it's
you
not.
can't,
Say,
you
like-
can
like-
never tell the
What do
truth
what
that
do
open.
Yeah, you showing up to your family functions with. Oh, sorry. I just found out this guy was my dad.
No, it says,
Hey, you think no. Running the dad.
I'm sorry. My parents are dead, so I want to introduce my girlfriend to my fake renter parents.
That's what he says. He
No,
says,
you don't rent the dad for anybody else but you, baby.
says, perhaps you have parents who are not very understanding of your relationships, yet your significant other wants to meet them.
So I'm.
Oh.
So I am bringing. So Christmas, we're going to Michigan, so I can hang out with my fake fucking family.
That'd be funny to meet your
Pretend-
dad the same time as your girlfriend.
Which is asking questions, but yeah, my
So
dad.
wait, does somebody
he
have
didn't
like?
know, he didn't know my fucking last name, and I gotta pretend like
Wait,
this man
so
is my
someone
father.
putting on like the saddest Broadway production that ever existed, where they rent a girlfriend and parents and pretend that they're introducing their fake girlfriend to their fake parents?
That would actually be funny. like at that point, you're
Fucking incredible. We have. I kind of.
Like it's just a group full of sad people playing slaves for one rich lonely man, and he's just like, yeah, and he's like, do you like him? It's like, I don't know. What do you think they think of me? And it's like just sad.
psychopathic.
you could film that, and that'd be
I
kind of
love
like
you,
a new
Kathy.
genre of.
Kathy, tell my mother you love her. I kind of want to do like 6 Rent a Friend episodes. There's so many goddamn
we
ideas.
can- it's just so
I
fun.
gotta want to
It's
only.
so fucking
I
funny.
gotta want. I only want to do Rent a Friend now. I think I've found. I have
a new
found.
podcast.
I have found the apex of the podcast.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to do Rent a Friend.
You can also rent grandparents.
Who's
Um,
doing that?
It says, would you like to learn about World War II?
That's just
hire
Fucking damn it.
hire a grandpa to listen to firsthand stories about how the war affected them.
That's the only purpose they can think of for old people. Do you want to hear about tragedies outside of a textbook? Hire a 60-year-old man to hang out with you.
As I'm hiring a fucking Holocaust survivor and forcing him to relive his memories.
For a
No, please don't
negotiable $10 an hour.
So I'm paying him $6. Like, no, so tell me how they killed your brother when you were 7 years old.
That's the state of
Jesus Christ.
how we treat vets in this country, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he can't even get him a home. He just has to sit there and relive. He's like, yeah, and then they were everywhere.
And they say most grandmas know how to bake and cook. How about some home-baked cookies? There are grandmas on Rent a Friend that will be happy to cook with you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out why would you need fake parents? What situation are you feasibly going to have fake parents? You should introduce you've seen a girl. Introduce her to your Rent a Friend parents.
That would be hilarious. If anything, I would want to introduce my uncle to a rent-a-friend girlfriend. I would want to rent like a model. And
what
have
happens when your Rent a Friend dad is busy, so you got to get a guy who like kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
It's just
Like, I don't
your
remember.
Rent a Friend dad is Mexican, and the next
Right.
one is
Rent-a-friend
black.
dad, yeah. He's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, there's some testimonials from people that have
Oh,
used
damn right. Yeah,
Rent a
yeah.
Friend.
Praise Rent a Friend.
I don't know how honest these testimonials are.
I don't know how honest a whole relationship website built on lies is.
Let me see the website. There's some pretty cool looking people on there.
So
They have like skills and shit advertised too.
so this is someone who hired I guess a personal friend. He's a personal chef friend, and he said
Just hired a chef.
yeah.
Just hired
he's-
a very cheap.
This
personal
person
chef.
says, I work hard, so I'm always in the mood for a good, unique meal when I get home. So I made arrangement with Eric. I pay for groceries, and Eric makes me dinner and himself dinner. He calls me in the afternoon to give me some options for the evening, and I tell him what I want.
This
and-
is so sad.
That's a chef. You just basically tricked a guy into being a very cheap chef.
I get to eat amazing meals, and he gets to practice and eat for free. It's a perfect friendship.
Perfect friendship
doesn't even
is slavery.
Buys the girl. What are you talking about?
Is slavery. His perfect friendship is a servant who does your bidding.
Can you criticize his food after if you're paying for?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you were paying for it, so you're like, hey, Eric, you
best
kind of
believe.
burned the fuck out of the steak. You think you paid $60, you know how to make something. I tell you what, Eric.
Let's rent a friend, not rent a dumbass.
Yeah.
So this person belongs to a gym in town, and they don't have any like workout buddies. So this person searched for a workout buddy.
buddies?
Yeah, I didn't realize that was. I need someone to watch me sweat and be out of breath for an hour. It's kind of weirder than anything else.
And he said after talking with him, I told him I'd pay his gym membership if he would train with me for 3 days a week.
It's like a weirdly healthy. It's kind of cool that like if you're an attractive woman, you can make an income based on just lonely men paying to spend time.
Who
with.
said this was it?
This is a dude.
Yeah, but most people on this website, I imagine, are not dudes.
Not slubby looking.
Yeah, I imagine slubby looking dudes do not make up the amount of friends people want to have.
And then this woman, her husband goes out on travel trips all the time, and he gets lonely, so she hires friends from Rent a Friend to go to dinner with him.
That's so.
If you hire people to hang out. Kind of sad person that you bitch. You're hiring people to come.
Yeah,
fucking hang out.
that's a fight. That's 100% a fight.
The 2 times a month that I do not have to see your fucking face, and you have the nerve to insert your influence.
Also, I feel like those friends have like wires on. They're like, so how do you feel about?
So Lisa's sister.
So Lisa, things are going good at home. You don't have any complaints or anything. It's like, well, sometimes you just sit in. It's like a van outside, like the DEA, just writing down every.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you guys excited?
I'm
for it?
more excited. Than
I am.
have ever about anything in my entire
I
life.
don't. I want to turn this into a Rent a Friend podcast.
We're going to run a friend on the pod. We're totally 100%.
Do you think a Rent a Friend would be up for that?
I
Gotta
think
be.
that they don't have a choice.
I'm paying them motherfucking
I don't
$350.
think- I don't think they have a
I'm paying him $350 an hour. You better
I
be
think,
fucking up
we
for
pay
it.
him $10. We just see what the fuck
It's
their life's
negotiable.
like.
10 fucking dollars. Who the fuck do you think you are?
We pay $5.
No, I'm giving you. Look,
We're giving him
finding the
exposure.
cheapest-
$5 and a natty white.
Cheapest, slubbiest, $250 Rent a Friend. Come on, the fucking podcast.
How about that discount bin rent a friend? Or that lost and found rent a friend.
So what are we trying to do with them?
Just improve your friend situation here. And
So what do we want to do? Like, where do we want to go?
Well, I say we go out to like a bar or park or
Some shit.
we get a bunch of them. No. We got to go to a public place.
So was the goal? So it's the goal. So I think the goal. The first.
I think one of you
time-
should try to be a friend to someone too.
What do you
I
mean?
think I think what we do one-on-one, just renting a friend, going out in a bar, and then we also
So
do.
you do one, I do one, or we get like 2 and 2,
Well, I kind of want to also have experience with another person.
like a double date kind
But
of.
no, but not friends. I'm talking. I want to rent an entourage.
What I'm saying is we do 2 phases. All right? Phase 1 of the Rent a Friend plan. We do the 3 of us can hang out. We get 2 Rent a Friends, our one, and then we all just go out and do some shit. And then phase 2 is like later that night. You know, say
We get like
Saturday.
5, 6.
We go to hang out wherever the fuck our friends are. We bring like
We
5
bring
or
five. We bring
we bring like 5 Rent a Friends.
we bring a crew of rent a friend.
Yeah.
do
So
that?
so when your roommate asks why you don't have rent next month, are you gonna be like?
I was assuming you were going to pay for the majority of the Rent a Friend.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely your finance.
I was going to assume that you were going to pay.
I'm not paying for an entourage. Okay.
You're going to pay for an entourage of Rent a Friends?
No,
For an hour.
that's like
It's like
It would
$50.
be the best $80 you've ever
Come
spent
on.
to
Mike-
have.
Dad, please.
My cat just got diabetes. Okay.
Dude, $80 just for 5.
I'll throw in somebody. I'll throw in like $30. All right, if we're gonna 2 hours, let's get enough for 2 hours.
Let's just get like I want like 8 women.
And if we get
to
like
roll into a
10,
bar.
like 50 of the $10 an hour, 5 Rent a Friends.
Do you
For
think I
$50,
could?
get them for 2 hours? It's $100 split between the 3 of us. We can do that.
Sometimes I probably won't be home to give my cat diabetes shot. Do you think I can rent her a friend to?
Oh,
Vet. It's just a vet.
yeah, it's just
Oh, it would be much cheaper than a vet. I'm not paying a vet to.
So phase 1 we do. What do you guys want to do? Like Saturday? Yeah. Phase 1 we do just hang out with a Rent a Friend or 2. You know, we go out, have some lunch or see a movie or some shit. And then phase
I'm
2.
not see a
on ride.
movie.
Yeah, movie. Yeah, because I want to talk.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
no,
not
I
gonna
wanna see a
pay-
movie. I want to fucking hang out with these people.
And then phase 2 that night we do Entourage Rent a Friends.
Damn right.
I'll put up like $40. If
I'll put up $40 too.
I want to at least 2 hours. Because I just think because if we go out and we bang like 5 people and then we all like actually have a good time, they just keep hanging out. Now we just got an entourage. Now I just got like 7 people that I just got to hang out.
This would be fantastic.
yeah. You should go on a double date with the 2 rent a friends.
That'd be great though if I rent 2 people to just make me look good. Like, oh, me and Kenyon went to school together, and like she goes to the bathroom. She's like, "Did I ever tell you about how Kenyon saved my life and how he dragged everyone off that school bus when it got into the car accident that day, saved us."
Hey, I'm Cole,
I'm Kenyon,
I'm Kwame.
and I review bad self-help.
and we put it into our daily lives so you don't have to.
Start.
Well, welcome back to the long-awaited Rent a Friend Part 2, guys.
It is Rent a Friend Part 2. We're fucking back, baby. How you guys doing?
Finally. It was, we took a little bit of a hiatus because we ran into the age-old
Technical
problem.
difficulties.
The age-old problem of not having enough money to pay women to hang out with us.
Some fans thought, since we released part 1, that something may have happened to us from this rent a
Wouldn't it
friend
be great if
site.
we like finally found happiness, and that's why we just like dropped doing the pod? Like we had such a great time with the friends that I'm like, actually, I just went off to Honolulu with one of them.
No, I think
You
they
were-
thought we got killed.
Thought
No,
we
did
got-
they leave messages? People message?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, I hope something isn't wrong with. I hope you guys are still
I
alive
want you to
after
know
that
if we
rent a
stopped doing
friend
the
thing."
podcast, everything's gone right with us. Everything's
go-
finally worked out.
Go into details. You were in New York.
I was in New York for a little bit.
Kenyon and I were supposed to meet up with like 4 or 5 Rent a Friends. We don't have the funds to rent 4 or 5 Rent a
No,
Friends.
no, no.
So yeah, we did have to cancel.
Also, a significant amount of people didn't even respond to our
Didn't
messages.
respond. You know, it's a little disrespectful. Put yourself on a website where you're supposed to be renting yourself out to people and act like I'm the desperate one
Yeah.
for
It's also
daring to
like
message you.
you've already put all your cards on the table. You're like, I'm a worthless person. I'll pay you money to hang out with me. And people are still like, yeah, no, not even. You literally couldn't pay me to talk to you for an hour. And,
Well, I told you guys about the girl who tried to upcharge me too when I was.
a
I
lot
was
of
messaging her. Yeah, I was like, give you like $20 an hour, which I think is a fair rate. And she was like, well, you're doing it for a podcast. I think like maybe 60 is more appropriate. I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm
Also,
gonna pay
who the
you?
fuck do you think we are? The podcast was not that great, you know. Like, oh, you're doing it for a podcast? I'm like, yeah, our cousins listen to it. It's not it's an international sensation, and but also the website very weird. As you can imagine, the experience of literally renting friends.
It is. I mean, it's definitely hosted in like Eastern Europe.
Yeah, it looks like a poorly made front for prostitution. And it also, when you're going through it, it feels like it would be less weird if you were just buying a prostitute.
It also feels like like the
Yeah.
little bit I didn't partake in the buying of people like you did.
Yeah. Cole just as a third party from afar is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable. I felt like I was financing like a pimp ring or something.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Right. But it was like also a lot, because a lot of them were like a weird amount of 19-year-old girls. And I was like, who the fuck is just trying to hang out with a 19-year-old? Because
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
that's weirder than wanting to fuck a 19-year-old. Because we all want to fuck a 19-year-old girl. But like if you're in it to hear their opinions, like you're a monster. You should be in jail. You know?
Also, you told me that women were charging more if they were hotter or something.
Yes.
I mean, but there's a very clear.
that's understandable.
I mean, yeah.
That's
So
a
is that
fair,
you went to-
fair-
It-
when I
Is it
looked
understandable-
when I looked at the male Rent a Friends, they were all like $10, $5. Oh, I might even waive the fee if we're having a good time.
Yeah.
But all the women ones, it was like It's like, all right, he's just like kind of attractive. It's like $20, and like super hot, and it's like, yeah, you gotta pay me like $70.
But is it understandable if the site is called Rent a Friend?
But you're not just
is
looking for a goddamn friend.
You're looking to flex, basically.
Yeah, you're looking to have a. I mean, I would also like friends that look really hot and talk to me, and it kind of feels like I still won.
Yeah.
Just an attract, like, because you never been at. I know Kwame relate. This level of low where you're first base, second base, third base. That changes from like woman looking in my direction, first base. Decent conversation. We might as well have been having sex. You know what I mean? Like, we might as well. I basically fucked your brains out. If I talk to the cashier for more than 5 minutes, we're essentially married. You know? So I mean, that's kind of like, yeah, I'd pay $30 more for like a supermodel to stand at the bar with me for 2 hours. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know.
That's the whole reason we did it. Our whole thing was like, we're gonna do this, bring it around our friends, and be like, look at it.
Yeah, we wanted a false flag operation where we make it look like our lives are better. But because we are so pathetic, we only managed to get one girl to meet up with us at an improv theater, which
She was awesome.
She was great.
She was Michelle. Shout out to Michelle for she was a little late. Not gonna affect her Rent a Friend, score, but it was a little about 45 minutes late.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was fine. She was dope.
Also, you could be late to someone who's renting a friend. You're like, I literally know for a fact you're not doing a goddamn thing.
When was the last time you show up on time to hang out with your friend?
I show up on time all the goddamn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If they were paying me.
I'm a punctual ass motherfucker.
Hey, if they're paying me, best believe I'm gonna be.
No,
on time.
if I'm
Also,
giving,
if I was there, I'd like stake the place out. I would like fucking.
if I'm giving someone the full friend experience, I'm probably not gonna show up for like an hour or so. So
I don't know who you think you are where you can show up an hour late. Man, you show up 10 minutes late, I'm never talking to you. Yeah,
I showed up late to the Rent a Friend thing.
Yeah, but yeah, you
She
did.
showed up later than I did though, which
was sad.
It was awesome. She
It was her first
Hawaiian
time
woman, yeah.
being around it. She had, just like us, read an article about it, and then she was just like, it seems like an easy way to make money, and just was talking to us. So
Pretty attractive. There was a little bit of competition there at times. I felt.
Yeah, no, it definitely naturally turned into a battle between me and Kwame and who can make her laugh more.
Yeah, it
who
was.
can get
Every
her attention.
time you would like say a bit, and she'd be like, "Ha ha ha," and I'd be like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah. It really turned into a Cold
declared
War.
war.
Like, we really kind of forgot. We really forgot we were doing, like, this is an ironic thing for a podcast. And we're like, I'll fight you to marry her. I was like, I will kill you right now. You quit looking at my goddamn wife that way.
It was cool. At one point,
also like some of our own friends, like, because our own friends were at the theater.
and they tried to slide in.
Yeah,
Ben
they would
tried to slide in. Yeah.
They would try to talk to her, and we're like, well, we're actually paying for her time, so,
Yeah,
scoot some money.
You're
You
gonna cough
know?
up a couple fucking bucks. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're going to send him an invoice. It's like, you actually had 15 minutes, so if you want to. It really was like someone jumping in, like, your Uber when you ordered it for 2 people. And it's like, dude, you're going to chip in. No fucking free rides.
Well, I mean, he hopped in, and then we both, like two barbarians who saw like a Roman coming, like, oh, the enemy.
Really
Fucking
banded
teamed up
together.
to-
Yeah.
to
It's
get him
like
out
the
of there.
Bloods and the Crips against the police. We're like, we're going to finally take this dude down. But there was a point where she started talking about astrology, and I'm like, okay, you're going to have to pay us now. Like, there's no way. If I'm paying you money, you better shut your goddamn mouth when it comes to the stars and the moon.
I was very fucking I don't know. It was very hard to differentiate between what was, oh, this is good hang, and what was running because she opened with a line that I almost am certain was rehearsed. First thing she says to it when she sees us, she's like, "Oh yeah, I listened to your guys' podcast too. It's really funny." And I was like, "You're trying to get fucking."
Yeah, we were. She said
that
that because we were paying her.
She said that twice. She said it another time in front of people, and I was like,
She was trying to get a tip. She was playing to the crowd.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good move.
Well, that's the
And
thing.
Also, one of you guys asked her like a trap question where you asked her like, "Oh, if we weren't paying you, would you hang out with us?"
That was me, and that's because I'm very needy and I wanted to know that. And also, so this is the thing.
But she's not gonna ever say no because
Yeah,
she's
'cause we're
being
paying.
paid to be our
Yeah,
friend.
see, that's the thing I still haven't realized about when you pay women to have sex with you or step on you or hang out with you. Is they pretend to be nice to you because you're offering them a lot of money. But I tend to mistake that as a genuine human connection. You know, so I thought the whole time, like, she's awesome, she's so into us, and then I literally thought, like, I was in my head planning, like, I can't wait. She's probably gonna be like a regular part of my life, like we go out to the beach together, you know, like the dynamic. It's kind of like we've known each other our
it
whole
works.
lives.
I mean, it works. Is the thing.
No,
the website
I
is
have never
fucking,
believed in a service
It's,
more.
it's fucking brilliant because for
It should be called www.imissyoumumichelle.org because that's going to be the goddamn website I make. But
full 2 hours where I was like, this girl
So,
hanging out.
Well,
did you-
I made a new friend. And then,
Did you guys not go into this Rent-A-Friend experience with just being friends in mind?
I didn't go
to
in
be
with
fair, has any man ever talked to a woman with just being friends? I'm like, is that literally
That's
ever
not
been
true.
your...
That's not true. I don't
I mean, I
stand by
did.
that.
I did.
I went in thinking like, okay, let's just hang out, flex with some friends. And then she was super, super cool.
She was so cool.
She was really
She
cool.
was so cool that it felt
then
like
you
it'd be
kinda-
weird if we didn't have sex.
You kind of started killing a little bit, and I was like, well, now I
A
gotta,
little bit. I'm gonna
Now
tell
I
you.
gotta step.
that was-
I gotta
I
step
was-
my game up, and then you were kind of spin game, and it's like, right now it's a competition.
I
Now
mean,
it's
it
a
was
fuck-
like live at the Apollo Theater. All right, it wasn't a little bit. I was hamming it, baby.
At
Yeah,
one
you were
point-
killing with someone we paid to be your friend. Though. You got to remember that.
My life is misery.
At one point,
And if
at one
Kwame
point-
wasn't killing, then that's a bigger indictment on him that he couldn't.
at one point you would you look up kind of bored, and you're like, oh, Kwame, what time is it? And I was like, fuck yeah, he's going home. And then I check my phone, and it's a text me that says back off.
I was trying to do what needs to be done. Okay.
You also did the little slide. You want to talk about the slide, or should I talk
We
about
can
the
get
slide?
into the slide.
We'll talk about the slide. So we go. We're at the Laugh Factory. We want to go watch a show. And Cole sits down. Michelle sits down next to Cole. There's space over next to Michelle. I gotta sit down. Kenyon slides across the bench and blocks my path so that I'm not able to sit next to her.
I'm just a man who knows what he wants. I was prepared to get.
You're diabolical.
But so we thought we had a great connection. Everything's good. But then the second it came to the saddest part of the night when you got to pay women the money, she dipped. I've broke the sound barrier when it was like.
Oh, did
when
you notice
Cole-
that I also dipped before you guys had to pay? I was not gonna cough anybody.
Yeah, Cole, when he Venmo'd her, it was like I saw flames on the ground. Like she just was. I was like, "Where? What?"
Did she
Flash.
ask, or did you?
We just
Because at
brought
one
it up.
point she was hanging out with us. She was like, "Yeah, this is pretty fun. I might not even like charge
she
you guys."
kept, which I feel like now was a move to get us to give her more money.
Good for her.
She's a fucking good, cold-hearted. Because she was like, I'll just keep hanging. I mean, like you only have like 2 hours, but like I'll hang out with you all night. And in my head, I'm like, we'll hang out for a lifetime under the sun together. And then as soon as Cole's like, so how much do you want? She's like, yeah, it'll be fucking 50. And then it's out. And then out, dude.
Paid her 50.
No,
Who brought it up? You or her?
I brought it up.
Cole ruined what was.
What'd you say?
Hey, I'm all about the business. Yeah, it's not-
You guys, that's where we're all leaving, because it looked like you two were gonna get ready to go home together that night, and so a bunch of us were getting ready to leave, and then we saw the three of you, walk downstairs, and you said you paid her.
Yeah, and then Cole was just like, "Hey, I'll give you 30," and she's like, "I'm already out of here." She's like, "You better send that
Yeah.
invoice to across the goddamn."
And
street."
also,
It did sound
Venmo's an evil app. Like,
Why?
just why is because I don't use it that often, so I keep all my purchases public, and so I have a public purchase that says Rent a Friend.
That's not great. Yeah. And someone's like, "Hey, can I Venmo?" Like someone from work is gonna, be like, "I'll Venmo you for this beer," and then it'll be like, "Rent a friend."
And I can't make it private afterwards or something.
I don't like that you have to. It's like a weird social media thing where you
Yeah.
put.
I don't know why they're trying to make it social. It's not.
like-
I'm never
it's like if
scrolling through like, I wonder what Kenyon had for lunch today.
Yeah. Wonder what everyone's paying him back for. Oh, that's a pretty subtly worded code for Xanax. That's cool.
It seems
Yeah.
like something that you could, I don't know, like stalk someone or like a FBI person.
Yeah,
made
that's like
it
the
and,
only
like,
person. It's just like because every time it's like, I don't want to put what I actually owe people money for. Yeah, she ran so fast. She really even with my heart in the way, which she casually stomped on. And then we invited her to she was supposed to be live on the pod. And if you want to read the very polite text
The
message,
text, she said, I asked her, I was like, oh, we had a
I'm
very good
surprised
time.
she gave you her real phone number too. To be honest.
Well, it's on the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
she has no choice.
So I just,
we had
Oh.
a phone number from the start.
because you message them on the website, which said, I think it sends to their email, or you can people's phone numbers are also on the website, but I think people reply a lot faster if they just get a direct text. It's like, hey, we hanging out Friday.
You know the fastest way? We just show up to their house. We just roll up.
Their address.
Roll up a wad full of cash and take it to an amusement park.
But she essentially said that you live too far away, which you do.
Yeah, that could.
It might be
understandable.
genuine. However, because I feel betrayed, I feel like she
Why do
would.
you feel betrayed? She gave you what you paid for. The website supposedly says no sex.
I didn't want sex. I just wanted to hang out.
It also says
It
no
is.
touching. None of you guys touched, right?
She hugged us. Which we felt weird about when
She went up.
she first showed she goes for a hug, and I was like, "Oh, we tried. Were we allowed to do
She
this?"
started with a, well, I just thought maybe we go to, again, this is how low my standards are. If we grabbed a drink alone at a bar without me paying her, and I'd still buy her the drink, obviously, and then
I
she
bought her
went
a drink,
home,
it was- I bought
and she
both
went home
drinks,
separately,
$19.
I would count that as some sort of romantic win. I would count that as some sort of like, we're seeing each other. Now, I didn't expect anything crazy like that. I just thought maybe I'd even have her number. Maybe we go to brunch. I don't know.
What did you think? It was a rent-a-friend. That was the whole point. You got sucked
I get
in.
lost in the magic, Kwame.
Talking about it's this thing, we shit on all these self-helpers. Like, how could someone believe that Crystal's here? And you over here thinking that a fucking rent-a-friend.
Yeah, you were like the little kid that goes to Disneyland and sees Tinkerbell, and you're like, "That's Tinkerbell."
I'm a lonely man. I fall for yeah. I really for a second
Yeah.
I was like, why is she at this bar? She's just one of our friends. It's like,
Ultimately, though, I think she really did complete our like friend group.
no, she was
An Asian woman. You got whatever you are. You got a black guy. You have gold, and then an Asian woman.
really just took a blender of every race that's currently committing violent crimes.
You can you just decide to be Jewish because you're kind of pissing me off. Just do whatever you do.
We kind of looked like the Power Rangers, you know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
some children's show of
Yeah, it really is like the 2019 Power Rangers. Right?
She was in the jokes too. I thought she was gonna be, because she could say some pretty outrageous stuff, and I was
We
like,
did.
I was
we,
like, oh,
we
maybe
went
she's
pretty
gonna be
hard.
cool, but she was like laughing. But again, you don't know how much
because
is.
we were paying. So
That's
right
why it
after-
fucks me, because you don't know how much of it is like
yeah.
this is cool, or like you are
This
just
is
fucking.
this is like the Matrix, where like I don't know what's real. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, they kind of took my sense of reality away.
It's sometimes I feel that, you know, like the Truman Show,
Yeah.
like when people laugh too much, like just an example, like when you do stand up comedy, and sometimes people laugh more than you think they should. I don't know. There's just some like weird like are people being paid to
No,
do
I don't
this
have the
stuff? You don't have
psychotic,
that?
schizophrenic thought of a joke kills that people are paying them on. That
you
there's
seen
an
Truman Show?
Illuminati plot for me to murder at a bar show.
No,
Essentially, 'cause
but
essentially
that
that's what
whole
the
Rent-A-Friend
Rent-A-Friend is.
situation kind of makes
Yeah, it's some Truman Show shit,
like
right?
when we rented her, I would put her.
That's just a sentence.
Do not ever
I know.
use that. Do not ever use that.
Don't be saying that on
feels-
the pod.
That
feels
that
bad.
is a sentence that you
But
say
we
to
rented her.
a Thai policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was alive when she got in the cab. That's all.
an older white man rented a young Asian female.
Man. Really just going for stereotypes. That's all we were doing. We was like, could we just make it?
But I don't know. I put herself in my situation, and it was like, what if, you know, like this whole situation? Because we had like some of our friends come up and introduce themselves. Like, what if she's like, what if these guys are just paying these people to be their friends? And
Introduced
we're all
to the Rent-A-Friend?
yeah, and
Like we're trying to flex on the Rent-A-Friend with other Rent-A-Friend, which
And
would
it's
be
just-
genius. Which would be.
At one point, I want because I do establish I want to do this episode again. There's so many. At one point, I want to hire a Rent-A-Friend to pretend to be my girlfriend, hire another Rent-A-Friend to pretend to be my parents. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
have them and then be like, oh, can
I
you
want to have
pretend
a
to be my-
barbecue of all Rent-A-Friends. And we just pretend that, like, we tell each Rent-A-Friend they're the Rent-A-Friend, and then it just fucking, it'd be great you didn't even show up. Like, you just put cameras up and you see what the fuck happened. Like, and there's so much fun, but unfortunately, we are so pathetic. Women literally won't even. We're not even asking for anything crazy.
We're
talking about-
but we got a Rent-A-Friend issue. It was a little bit.
We got
a coordination
a Rent-A-Friend.
issue. It was
After-
a coordination issue.
We sent about probably what cumulatively?
I thought it was
100
like 30 to on my end.
plus I've sent 20.
Yeah,
So
probably
50 messages. That's 1 out of 50 batting average for women who would agree to hang out.
Well, we
with
didn't go to
why
the
were you
men.
guys only targeting women though?
See, I said we should get. I wanted my original idea was 3 women, 2 men. And Kenyon said,
Why
he was
did
like,
you
no,
want 3 women and 2 men? That's
you already
another
got a bunch
question.
of guys hanging out. So
No,
3
but
women.
like, why? That's a weird. I don't know.
I will. I mean,
Yeah, just throw one dick in there, I guess, for good measure. But it's like, because it,
He said
I don't
he was
really
like,
care.
oh, we're
How-
trying to.
how
flex.
bad would
he
you-
shot that in? He said,
How
"There's
bad
no
would
men."
you feel if you rented 3 women and 2 men, and the 2 men went home with 2 of those 3
Oh, that
women?
They're like, yeah, look, can you believe these losers paid to hang out with us? And then they go, they'd fuck on top of our money. It would just, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just as a shallow move, I thought it'd be really funny to show up to a place we hang out with like 5 very attractive women.
Yeah.
And that's why we rent. Because if I show up
Yeah.
with, well, I always hang out with a bunch of dudes. So if another dude talk. Also, we can handle talking to a dude. I talk to dudes all the
Yeah.
time, and we kill that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't talk to very attractive
Yeah.
women all the time and kill it. Yeah.
I really hated the service.
You hated the service.
You hate
Yeah,
it?
I don't.
Also, I think you hate people.
That's part of the reason.
You
I
seemed a little shy when we were talking to him.
Well, kind
no,
of.
it's just it's not shy. It's just that I don't enjoy talking to people that much.
What do you mean? You didn't like Michelle?
I mean, she was okay, but I don't know.
What do you like fundamentally enjoy? Other than the day when Skynet takes over and kills all the fucking humanity. Fucking robot. This attractive woman
No,
laugh at
but-
everything you said, and you're like, oh, no, it was a horrible time. What
I don't know.
makes you, what do you like?
In like 20 minutes, I was like, "Can I pay you to go?" Because
Why? You don't like hanging out?
I just don't like
It was-
talking to
It was
people.
also
You like talking to
you
us?
do realize you saying this on a podcast where you talk to some other people for generally an hour.
Yeah, it's different. Like I
'Cause
enjoy
it's- 'cause
talking.
It's a scripted podcast episode.
No, I mean I enjoy talking to you guys because I consider you friends. You know.
You didn't
I
consider.
like how you had to pause as if, well, I hope you're your friend. I see you like every week. If you just thought of me as like
consider
a weird acquaintance.
No, I've only met your girlfriend and eating your food and pet your cats, and he's like, I consider
there's
you
still,
a
like-
guy I know.
yeah.
Like there's still times when you guys are here and I'm just like, I wish you guys would just go because I'd rather be by myself.
Well,
You know?
Yeah.
we are aware of those times.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the second these mics turn over and we try to eat your food and we generally
Like-
get you drunk at your house. I mean, yeah.
Like learning about people, having conversations with people is one of the least things that I like to do.
Like
So-
learning about like new people.
Yeah.
It's
So how do you? So what is the hump for you to like learn like a person? You know what I mean? Like, you like your
Um,
girlfriend. So is it the thing where it's like you met her and you're like, I fucking can't stand this, and then like 2 days later you're like,
but
I love
that's
this woman.
like a whole totally different context. Meeting someone in the case of wanting to be like date them versus wanting to be their like friends.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, but also you're a software program. Like this is nothing surprising. Like yeah, you hate people, you love numbers, and you're essentially human 2.0. He's just like, oh no, talking is not logical. Yes.
Yeah. So I hated that part of Rent a Friend, and I also hated the fact that it kind of feels like you're purchasing people.
You are
That is
purchasing
literally
people.
what you're doing.
Which
It
is
kinda
not-
feels like that because that is
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a bad
Yeah,
feeling.
we'd say wrong. We could.
It felt. Well, I
We'll
didn't- I
take
didn't pay
a
the
strong stand here in podcast saying that paying for people is weird.
money. So you think renting? I mean, obviously
But-
like prostitution, but renting a friend. Do you think that's morally
I feel like
wrong?
renting a friend is kind of a gateway to prostitution because I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
of course.
I felt like it was just so easy to like
Yeah.
rent this person and like they're around. It's like why not just go straight to prostitution?
Did you feel bad when you rented a dominatrix a couple times? How that
Not only she messaged me recently and said that she loves a podcast.
Oh, I know. What did she call you?
Said, "Hey, foot bitch," and then said YouTube recommended my the podcast to me and it's pretty funny. And yeah, so
Okay.
this
Did you feel bad about renting her?
she beats me up, so it's not really. I'm not really. And I hand her a lot of money, so it's not really. It's a pretty. She's winning hard. At no point did I feel sorry. I felt sorry for me the whole time. That was kind of the premise of a dominatrix. But, yeah. So no, I don't. I think Rent a Friend is a lot of times we get on here. We're very cynical. We talk shit about something. Rent a Friend's a beautiful service.
It works.
A great person.
It works.
It works.
I'm a little jaded.
I'm pretty.
I
Yeah.
had a good time, but at
And
the
then-
end of it,
but-
I don't know how much of it was the friendship and how much of it was money.
I think
That's
a
what I
lot
don't
more of it was money than you'd like to believe.
Really? Because the first like hour, I was like, "This is awesome."
I thought it was genuine. I thought it was
Toward
genuine.
the end. I was like, "This is." When she started repeating lines, I was like, "This is."
Well, you also got to realize, like, yeah, you're paying them. So, like, anytime like people out you work with, you're nicer to in general because they feed you.
Yeah.
So just anyone is, hey, I'm gonna pay you $50 to hang out with me. You're gonna get disagreeable.
Yeah.
You're gonna start fighting them. You're gonna be like, as a matter of fact, I don't share that opinion.
It's also
You're gonna.
it's such a I don't know, such a janky site that like
Yeah,
What
the
would-
shite looks bad. If
what
we're
would
gonna
she
talk
do
about-
if we didn't pay her at the end?
I mean,
well,
she'd be
first of all, she fucked up because the site says you're supposed to pay them at the beginning.
well, she was her first time, so she
Yeah.
just was.
The
She
site says
didn't
you're supposed
know.
to pay them. Like
Yeah,
a
we could. I
fee.
mean, we could have been scumbags and just dipped out while she was in the bathroom. Recorded the pod anyway. Which I mean, now I feel like she did to me emotionally. So, but yeah, it's great. My only advice, guys, is just remember, don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Okay.
Shut up.
So I mean, they just.
She said her next meetup is she's gonna go clubbing with a guy named Mirage, and I think we're probably a better hang. Than,
No, we're definitely better hang than a guy named
Than
Mirage who wants to go fucking club.
Better-
Yeah,
better hang than-
yeah. Than the person
than what will be the
shoves
last
her in
night
a
of her life.
goddamn suitcase. Yeah,
yeah. At least we showed her a good time before she dies next week.
yeah. That's really what we were.
No, big question. Will you guys ever use Rent a Friend again?
Oh, honestly,
Absolutely not.
I would.
I was gypped. I was gypped.
How? She was a consummate
She was a
friend.
great friend.
Because
I
we
couldn't-
hung out, but it was very clear that the Rent a
That's
Friend
what
was
the
bullshit.
website's purpose is, though.
But it's bullshit. It's not real. It tricked me. I didn't like it.
She was so good at being a friend that you
fell
were
in love with her.
questioning.
Whether she even, if she would just be hanging out with you anyway, which means she's a brilliant rent a friend.
Yeah.
So well, then why the hell? But if I know that, why would I want that?
But you don't.
But you do.
Don't. No.
You do.
You don't when you're in it, Kwame. You don't
Yeah.
when you're in it. The charm
do when
takes it
you're in
away.
it.
No. The charm.
go to the bathroom and you're like, this is
Would you-
this is going too well. Then you.
To be fair,
you
we
have-
didn't know that until she stormed out after we paid her. Right up until that moment,
I was questioning it for a little while.
well, I was
Last-
fooled. She had me hook, line, and sinker, buddy. She had me. I thought
Would
we
you
were soulmates.
would you pay for, let's say, would you pay $10 for another hour with her?
No.
I would.
No. You would
You
have?
would pay money for another hour with her?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She was all right. She wasn't that cool.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I like the attention. I don't know, just shameless.
No, there was that. I would pay $10 an hour for someone to just sit there and just laugh at everything.
I really enjoyed having an attractive female talk to me, and it kind of felt like I was on a date. So it'd be kind of great if I'm just
we were also there.
Yeah, my standards again very low. I'm
Is that
this
your
a very
date?
revealing episode? I'm kind of
Yeah.
a very pathetic man.
Right.
You were
do you
on a
have-
date with like a woman I paid for. And I was like, I didn't like financing that, to be honest.
Yeah, that
Like,
was weird. If she literally was like, "I'll go to the bar with you for another $10," I would have handed her $10 so fast it would have made.
But
me
is that any different if she's like, I'll go to the bar with you if you buy me a drink? Like that's kind of
that's an argument I would make to justify this behavior.
would you? But is it different in?
Well, because I think like a casual person being like, "I'll go if you buy me a drink," kind of means like this might lead to a more meaningful
Yeah.
relationship. $10 more.
Yeah, that's why the Rent a Friend.
I
That's why the
will-
Rent a Friend's bullshit. Because with another person, I'm like, oh, let's go get lunch. Let's go get drinks or something. There is the thing of this person wants to be around me, right?
To be fair,
This person's
I
with the Rent a
literally.
Friend, I know that that's not true. So why the fuck do I want that?
Well, the thing about Michelle though is, when I asked her if she would hang out with us just for free, and she said yeah, she fooled me so hard that I literally thought we were gonna hang out again. I literally thought we were gonna exchange numbers and be like let's take sex aside.
So I
I
was
just
talking about
thought-
designing like posters. For
I was
some
like, maybe
shows
we'll,
and stuff, and I was like,
I thought this would be the beginning of kind of a funny, and we'll talk, and I'm like, how we talk?
over his career, she could be like a nurse. She could have just been saying things that
It was kind of fun, the novelty of like when people would come up and I'd be like, hey, I paid for this.
that was
person.
a huge part.
It also
Yeah.
it felt really good whenever someone, for some reason, it felt really good whenever someone like tried to, when she was cool and people would like try to hang out with her and be like, you didn't pay for this, go away. Like that was
To be
like
fair,
a
that's
fun-
such a gross thing to say out loud. That is such a disgusting.
But you felt it.
No, not really. That wasn't
You
the.
didn't feel it when Ben would come over. He'd be like, you didn't pay. for
That
this,
money
man."
did not come into mind because I was so fooled. I'm like, this is just a cool friend of ours, and I wasn't like, yo, she's mine. I fucking $30 says she's talking to me this hour. Like that is not a thing I was saying.
We
What do
should
you
have. I just think we should have.
Did you
No.
enjoy it?
No, I hated it.
You hated
But you
it?
hate general social interaction, and I think human beings. I think you hate
Yeah.
human beings.
Well,
You're a
I
cyborg.
especially hated paying for the thing that I hate to do. Like, I don't know. Like the whole time I was just thinking, this is the worst, and I had to pay.
There was a just for context, a cool, attractive lady was hanging out, laughing, and having a good, fun, interesting conversation.
Cole was like, this is the
Cole's like,
worst.
I couldn't ask for a worse man. God, I'd rather be home writing Battlescar Galactica fan fiction where I fucking find fun.
I mean, on the just going on friend things, like
Going on
Me and-
friend that's how he describes. So yeah, one of those goddamn friend things.
me and her weren't compatible as friends.
Why not?
Because you're not compatible with most people as friends. You're like you're a European phone charger. In this
Is it
social.
because of the astrology thing?
Yeah,
But
probably
we
a large part of
shit
it.
on that and had fun.
Yeah,
But if
But-
if I was hanging out with someone
outside of Rent a Friend and they brought it up like more than once, I'd be like, all right,
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be
we
like,
hate 'em.
shut the fuck up.
But also, if they looked like that, I'd let it go. I'd be like, you know what? There's some science.
But I
to
think that's the difference between like you came in
That
there.
is true. If we would have like a
You were expecting.
Rent a Friend walks in, this guy looks like you, and he's like, so you guys into astrology?
Yeah, then we ain't- yeah.
Get the fuck.
Yeah, if
fuck
you
outta
replaced her, put Kwame's face on her,
it.
would you hang out with
yeah,
her
you,
again?
you into astrology?
No, I wouldn't have.
You would hate
wouldn't
her.
have? If I was
Yeah.
if I was the exact same personality,
Yeah.
I'm laughing at the
No,
joke.
I would hate it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good thought experiment, Cole. You just
Exactly.
throw it out.
Exactly.
But that's the thing about being ugly is you got to be honest. Like people are judging. That's how I know if someone likes something I said, they really like something I said.
Mm.
No one's in it for just trying to get in my pants. That's never been a thing that a move anyone's tried.
Yeah, we should have. I feel like we should have.
Rented a really ugly Rent-A-Friend and
No,
just see.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have rented ourselves out as friends, but I know no one would rent us.
No one would.
Because even though the site's there for friendship,
They're
it's
not.
not.
Clearly
it's not.
It is there. I don't think it's there. You're trying to say it's there for sex?
It's not for
It's not
sex.
for sex, but it's a weird.
it's
It's not for
in-between.
sex, but obviously there's the thing of like being sexually attractive gets you more friends, but it's just
But
life.
if you're gonna pay, if I'm shelling out cash, I'm gonna have any person I want. Kwame and Cole are not the two people coming to my thoughts of people I'm gonna fucking order.
So?
I know so. So, yeah, but yeah, Rent-A-Friend, I'd say try it out. Check it out. I think it's the one thing we've done in here that I think has actually improved my life. That was a fun evening.
It was a damn good time.
That was a damn good time. Which one of these
I-
other
I
episodes,
recommend-
I literally drank piss. So I mean, huge improvement on the podcast on where things are going.
I
so.
think it was exactly what it was billed. You couldn't ask for a better friend, really.
Better friend.
From
Let's just cry. This is, we don't have video in this episode. Just me crying. Like, yeah, because we were just friends all along.
Hold on, I got a plug. Yes, legitimately, we got a show. Cool. So also plugging stuff. I got a show, Juicebox Theater, Murderers Row Comedy Show, April 27th, Saturday, 10 p.m. With Ben Gerber. We got a great lineup, so it's gonna be a musical act to close it out. It's gonna be really good. If you're in the Chicago area at that time, come through. Juicebox Theater, 10 p.m. That's Saturday, April 27th. See you guys next week. Cool.